Yeah, what's up, guys? Gage623 here, and today we're going to be looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Knightfall Batman. I don't have too many DC Multiverse figures. When it comes to collecting figures, I'm more so I collect Marvel Legends, and Marvel Select stuff like that. But I love Batman, so most of the multiverse figures I do have are Batman. I have I think a Superwoman, because she was hella thick, and then I got a Arkham Knight Batman because Arkham Knight's one of my favorite games, and I thought the figure looked pretty dope. And I also have a I believe it's a new 52 Batman, which was also a neat little figure. But this Batman might be my favorite, just looking at it. It's the classic blue and gray, which it's kind of the Batman I kind of went halvesies on growing up with. Back and forth. It was either there was completely black Batman or it was blue and gray Batman. And I believe this is from the Knightfall. Yeah, I believe this is Knightfall Batman, which I saw this guy online, and I guess he was sold out or something, or he was just way too much. So I was going to get the Hush Batman, but ended up finding this guy hidden behind a bunch of different figures at Walmart for only $20. And yeah, I wanna check him out. So let's get him open. Basically, use our Batman knife, courtesy of my friend Mark. Look at these clean fucking cuts, man. Look at these clean fucking cuts. Beautiful. Beautiful. Before we take a look at the figure, let's just take a look at the box. Of course, you have your DC Multiverse. That's the character's name. On this side, it says Batman Knightfall, another DC Multiverse. On this side, it just says Batman. And again, another DC Multiverse. And some stuff for the DC Universe Infinite app or whatever fuck. But then this really neat art of Batman and Mad Hatter. Of course, all your legal bullshit. And that same art is also on the card, which really nice. Stands out compared to the rest of the cards I have because they're just pictures of the figures, except for the Arkham Knight, which is a render. Of course, you have your data file. If you really want to pause this and read it, you can. Pretty neat, pretty neat. And of course, this is the inside of what you see with all the blue. It's really nice. Actually, really dig the inside of these boxes. Wonder Woman's fine ass right there. All right, let's look at the figure. And here he is, the DC Multiverse Knightfall Batman from McFarlane Toys. He's a really neat looking figure. I just want to start by saying that the figure has some pretty neat sculpting, paints. It comes with his basic stand, of course, which we could just throw to the side. Yeah, pretty neat. I like this guy a lot. So I know there's a lot of people that will collect DC Multiverse figures as if like so I collect I collect Marvel Legends, right? So I'll see a part on a Marvel Legend I know is reused. People can do the same with this. I can't. Simply because I haven't bought enough of these to realize what has been reused. So I'm not going to be a stickler about that part. But I will just say what I like about it and what I don't like about it. What I love about it is how simple he looks. I like simple looking Batman. I really like the Arkham Knight figure because I really like the Arkham Knight design. But because of all the shit on the figure, he looks really bulky and a little too big, and there's some parts of him that just move a little weird. I really like how simple this looks. It's, color wise, there's no way that you could fuck up the paint on this figure, and you can just have classic Batman, and that's what I love about it. But I did notice one thing right off the bat about some paint fuck ups, and it's right here on the. That's my cats. It's right here on the bat chest plate right here. It seems to be a little bit too much black right here compared to over there. It's not bleeding. I think it's more so a little overdone. What I love about this is his eyes, though. His eyes. Wow, she really loves the camera. His eyes stand out a lot. The white doesn't seem like there's too much going on here. I don't see any problems with him. I think his mouth looks great. There's a lot of figures I wanted, especially with Superman figures, where I look at them and think, I would not buy this. Because a lot of figures that they have for the characters in DC, for the DC Multiverse line, are incredibly buff. And not like this. It's like they're fucking huge, and I don't like it. So if I saw a figure, excuse me, if I saw a Superman figure with this type of body mold, excellent. And with a calm face like this, because I see a lot of figures, Superman, Batman, where the face just looks really exaggerated, or they just look weird. The belt's very simple. So his little pants, his little underwears, superhero underwears. I like superhero underwears. Batman and Superman just don't look right without them. His arm guards here with the spikes look really neat. His cape, it's not cloth, as you can see, but it's nice and flappy enough, to not get in the way too much, really. Bat butt. He's got chest fucking ab swivel, and I think he might have. That's the thing I don't like about posing these figures. I think he might have a I don't know. I'm not even gonna test that one out. And I like these toe crunches. I like that these figures have them. Helps with the posability. They look great. He looks great. It's not too much I can say about this guy, but he also comes with accessories. Batman has some of these grabby hands where he can hold some accessories. Of course, no guns, not only because this is Batman, but because McFarlane Toys really does not like to mold any guns. But he does come with a Batarang. This is a really... It's not weird, because I've seen this in the comics, but it's a really, seems like a really lackluster Batarang, but some of the Batarangs I've gotten with all of my Batman figures are weird as fuck. Like, there's a really big one that I got with my Arkham Knight figure, and then a really fucking wide one that basically just looked like it was supposed to be on his chest for the New 52 figure. And there's our Caped Crusader holding the Batarang. It's kind of weird. I couldn't get him to have it like a kind of thing, but this is a really neat figure. I really like him, and yeah, I thought this the second I saw him in the box at the store, and actually having him in my hands, looking at him, playing around with him, he fell over. He is easily probably my favorite Batman I have. Speaking of which, let's do some size comparisons with other figures, including my other Batman. Here he is next to the I believe, actually, no, this is a New 52. I've been saying New 52 the entire time. This is Rebirth. Next to the Rebirth Batman and the Batman Arkham Knight Batman figures. Yeah, I think, just looking at this, Knightfall Batman is my favorite. In terms of scale, holy shit, Arkham Knight. It's a little hard because they're capes, but he's taller. And he is actually shorter, but I think it's mostly because of the ears. And he has a wide stance, so... yeah, shortest, tallest, but still my favorite here. And here he is next to the Superwoman figure. Yeah. Here she is. There's the muscle mommy, but she's a little taller than him, which I'm not surprised by, because I always knew that she was taller than this Batman figure. But yeah, I think these two actually look pretty good next to each other. I need to get some more classic characters to go along with him. So this will be my definitive Batman figure. And I want to get that new Wonder Woman, but she's fucking sold out everywhere, which fucking sucks. And I really want to get her. And there's not a Superman figure that I've seen yet that really is making me go out and get it, you know. But when there is, I'll get him. And for some Marvel comparisons, here he is next to the Marvel Select Anti-Venom and the 2006 Blob Build-A-Figure Wave She-Hulk. Yeah, I think I'm not surprised that they're taller, but I'm surprised she's taller than Anti-Venom. At least on my screen. No, they're around the same height. If anything, he might be a little taller. I had to hold these two up because I'm not on like a table. I'm on carpet. Yeah. All in all, I think this is a fantastic figure, a fantastic Batman figure. And it kind of makes me want to get some more DC Multiverse figures, but they're not exactly my forte. I prefer Marvel Legends for the most part, but this figure looked awesome, and I just had to get him, especially for only like a $20 price tag, which is cheaper than a Marvel Legends. And the fact that he came with accessories, even though they were just 2 hands and a Batarang, I still think it was a pretty good deal. Not to mention, this is probably my favorite Batman figure I've had in a few years, maybe ever. You know, like this is a really good looking Batman figure that isn't, you know, either strangely proportioned or based off of a cartoon. It's, you know, it's a comic book Batman, and he looks amazing. And yeah, I'm going to try to get that Wonder Woman at some point, and expect another review for a certain Daredevil villain. See you next time, guys.
Good looks, a lot of money, nice ride. Trench coat? Dude, we gotta get you a trench coat.
And for some... Oh, fuck.